Okay, testing, 1, 2, 3. Y'all Stuck is sorry because Stuck was just thinking, what is Stuck sorry for? It slipped Stuck mind what Stuck was sorry for. But anyway, y'all, it is business as usual. Oh, Stuck remember what Stuck sorry for. Stuck did not put episode 1 of the wellness check. But that's okay. This is episode 2. So, and right before Stuck, really when Stuck was trying to get all this together, something compressed because Stuck elbow hit Stuck mouse, and all Stuck saw was something that said compressing real quick, and then it went away. So Stuck don't know what Stuck compressed did. But Stuck will go ahead and dive head first into this wellness check. Um, and before Stuck get into the wellness check, let's Stuck just say this, y'all. Okay, Stuck don't know how long Stuck might been charged up. That's why Stuck ain't been on here having no long, drawn out, whatever. Stuck just said what Stuck had to say, and then Stuck pulled the call. Um, but all that is behind Stuck. Stuck not gonna be backtracking through none of that. It's full speed ahead. So, oh, and Stuck also would like to say that Stuck microphone came off Stuck head earlier today. So if you heard a lot of weird ruffling and all this, it's because Stuck was trying to hold the mic up to Stuck head while Stuck was saying, well, no, Stuck was trying to hold the mic up to Stuck face after it fell off of Stuck head while Stuck was still talking. Okay? Um, so Stuck just wanted to touch on that, touch on that for a moment. But anyway, Stuck is going to go ahead and dive right into this. And the first thing that Stuck wants to say is Stuck has a little information. And what Stuck has determined is that, first of all, it's in awe. It is in awe. Now, Stuck don't know if it has realized that the shadow ban is in full effect. Maybe it's thinking that if it get over 100 views, that means that shadow ban is not in full effect. No, it don't mean that. We know what it means. It means that you're going to have to do another 6-hour live, probably every day. Okay? Every single day. Stuck and looking below these first 4 thumbnails. Okay? Stuck not looking below that. Because now it's actually when it starts. I'm assuming what Stuck said before has just been a build up to it. This is the real deal. So first of all, it's in awe. First of all, it did a test. And I don't know, maybe in its mind it think it passed the test. But Stuck gonna skip the other 2, Stuck gonna come back to them. Where it is now is it's duplicating straight drop. And let me say this, if Stuck mentions your name, you're being referenced. You are being referenced. There's a word for that. Stuck knows the word. If you don't know the definition, you can Google that. Okay? So there may be instances where Stuck references people. Don't feel any kind of way if you've been referenced. That's what people do in a library. They even have a whole desk dedicated to that. It's called the reference desk. Okay? And if you don't know what that is, I don't know, go to your local library and ask them, do they have a reference desk? If you don't want to go, you can call. Whoever answers the phone, they should tell you that. Or they can direct you of if there is a reference desk at that local library. And they're scattered in cities all throughout America, states all throughout America. So don't feel any kind of way about that if you're referenced. But right now it is duplicating and imitating because it has been studying straight drop for years. Now I'm sure straight drop is smart enough to know what it does. And I don't know, maybe straight drop has times when he feels generous. But I'm sure there are other times when he's like, no. I don't know. After a while, people get tired of carrying around dead weight. They just do. Stuck assume. Stuck don't know because everybody's different. But that's what's going on. Because, logic ain't here for it to do it too. And Stuck wouldn't dare post anybody on Stuck Community Board because Stuck don't want folks like this going over, recording them, studying them, listening to how they talk, trying to, make believe they is them, renaming theyself as them, studying everything they do, starting to at them, and then kiss the crack of their ass for to be seen. And all this love, all this fake evil love that they have for them, and just biting off of them. Believe me, it's like bed bugs. And Stuff don't know nothing about them, but Stuff just assume that if they in your bed, they're gonna be biting on you all night long, all through the night, and probably day two. I don't know. I'm Stuff is assuming whenever you in there, that's when they gonna do it. Stuff ain't never been bit by no bed bug. I'm just saying. And I don't know. Maybe that was a poor example. But hopefully you get the point. If you didn't, Stuff will try to come up with another point all by Stuck's self. Stuck not gonna go studying, and acting and lurking, on what do they call those? Some kind of hunt. And it ain't no treasure hunt. Hunting folks down, out here hunting for prey. For to take, use, steal, thieve, rogue, lie, bite off of, chew. They ain't gonna spit you out until you ain't no more good. Now, if Stuck had to guess, Straight Drop is still some good because there are folks over there. And don't think for a minute it don't know that. That's what brought it over there to begin with. And that's why it stays over there. And that's why it's up on that panel, on that thumbnail. And that's why it's up on here being the spokesperson for that channel. And all these different things that it do. It even got up on here and said, how Stuck should have been glad that Straight Drop gave Stuck a wrench. And Stuck appreciated the wrench from Straight Drop. It was a nice gesture. Had it not been over there, Stuck would gladly be over there. Gladly. But Stuck don't want to be in the same space as it. So that's why things turned out the way that they did. And believe me, they knew. They came up on here and spoke about it. Pressed the live. Tried to talk about how happy, I'm assuming how overjoyed Stuck was supposed to have been about what Straight Drop done. And all of this and that the other. And all these different things, what it tells them folks over there, what listen to it. And I'm assuming, and you know what? And Stuck just felt obligated to create a thumbnail, and that's what Stuck done. And the thumbnail said, "Thank you, Straight Drop, for the wrench." And Stuck had that up. And that was the end of it. But believe me, it probably was looking for Stuck. It might have seen Stuck over there one or two times, and then when Stuck realized where Stuck was at, and then all of this, and then Stuck knew that it was there, Stuck left. Stuck never went back in the chat because of them. Now they're gonna get up on here and say, well, no, what Stuck was supposed to dump was this, or what Stuck was supposed to dump was that, and that's the problem that they have. Trying to tell Stuck what Stuck need to do. Okay? That's a baby step you can take toward, independence some kind of way. But you can't do it. So that's what's over there doing now. And if Stuck had to guess, it's gonna do that as long as that number don't change from 11 to 10 to 9 to 8 to 7 to 6 to 5 to 4 to 3 to 2 to 1. Because if it don't say 1, it ain't gonna open up its mouth. But it's gonna be driving and looking at that phone. One of these days it's gonna drive off or something, or either it's gonna have a head-on collision with something. And I don't know. Stuck would like to be tuning in at that day, at that moment. If for no other reason than to witness the train wreck. And somebody say, well, why Stuck? I don't know. Stuck just think Stuck will get a I don't know what's the word. I mean, Stuck is smirking, Stuck is smiling, Stuck eyes is gleaming. It just takes the breath away the thought about it. So I don't know. I don't know how Stuck would feel about feel about it, but Stuck know how it would feel. And I don't know. Maybe Stuck would just like to see that happen if it's gonna happen. But Stuck ain't hanging around over there, looming, lurking, recording, you know, and all these different things. No, Stuck leave y'all to do all that. For to make it look like Ooh's eyes is just so important. But now let's go back one. Um, it realized it's shadow banned, and then before that it realized it's shadow banned, and then before that it realized it's shadow banned. And I don't know. I guess the folks probably got tired of I done clicked on one, so what you want me to click on this one and this one too, and then log out and click on it again and then log. And I don't know. Maybe there was somewhere else what they wanted to go and watch. Who knows? They could have been over here on one of their troll accounts listening to stuff, and that would explain why they's over there. If Stuck had to guess, because Stuck said that Stuck think they is gonna end up working themselves to death up on him, trying to get from up under that shadow band. You know what Stuck done? Because Stuck the one what done it. Let's see if the Stuck mic is on, y'all. It's on. Stuck done that. Stuck. You know what? See that to me when Stuck said that, Stuck just smile. Can y'all hear the smile and Stuck voice? Stuck is back. All that other, because all of that was, all that was configured, because they want Stuck to talk about somebody else. No, Stuck gonna stay on track. I'm assuming today Friday, cause Stuck seen some empty trash cans out there at the road, but the garbage man picked up. So anyway, y'all, there's just all this and that the other, and then I'm assuming somebody sunk it something, and so all this and that the other, and so now I don't know how long this live gonna be. Stuck guessing probably between 5 and 8 hours. Is what Stuck guessing, but to prove that it ain't shadow banned and see and okay, and then before Stuck end this, let's Stuck just say this for the folks who don't know because there's folks out there that may not know. Stuck ain't gonna show no picture. Stuck ain't gonna put nobody name and no nothing because that's what they want Stuck to do. The algorithm already know who Stuck talking about. The picture already reflect. The algorithm smart like Stuck. Okay, so it already know. It had a full understanding. So there's no need for any of that. And but listen, this is how Stuck got it set up. Okay, it's gonna have to forever be doing what it's doing right now in this very moment. It's doing that. It's gonna have to do that for hour upon hour upon hour upon hour to make it seem like it's not on the shadow band. And it's gonna have to do that every time. And every time it don't do that, it's gonna be reminded that it's on the shadow band. Every single time. Stuck ain't checking nobody community board no more. Okay? Stuck made 2 posts on Stuck community board. Stuck meant every word that both of them said. It's Stuck prerogative if Stuck want to believe something. And let's Stuck just say this. Stuck looks at you and then you determine what Stuck believes about you. And Stuck believe what was said about it. Stuck does. And then Stuck believe what it said about somebody else. Because Stuck looked and Stuck saw and Stuck came up with Stuck's own decision on that. And if you need me to break it down a little bit further, Stuck just said this. Stuck wouldn't put it past you, put it like that. It wouldn't shock Stuck. So if it wouldn't shock Stuck, Stuck believed that it could very well be. And that's what Stuck is with that. Stuck don't take up much time with this kind of stuff. But Stuck will take up time with this. So yeah, so it's trying to, finagle all of that. So now it's on this last little leg right there with what it's doing now. And that's why it stole somebody's thumbnail. and it's trying to use a cartoon for to make folks think, ooh, come on over here and all this and that the other. And not to say folks ain't over there. Not to say that. Stuff ain't trying to say that. Stuff finna go over here and open up Step Wonder. Stuff finna fire this up. Y'all, this might be a little over 10 minutes. Stuff so sorry. And sweet. And tasty and scrumptious. The way what stuff is. The pussy ain't gonna be on deck tonight. Ain't y'all done seen the pussy already? It's such a beautiful thing. Okay, still open up Step Wonder. One of them. Okay, so this is how stuff got it set up. They're gonna have to forever share. They're gonna forever have to be glued to who they glued to. They're gonna forever have to plot and scheme. And they're gonna have to forever divide between amongst one another, but to make the other seem relevant. And Stuck knows that after a period of time, some folks gonna get tired of that. And then some folks ain't gonna have no choice but to stand up on their own. Because what if what they dividing, they fool around and give somebody a bigger slice of the pie than they meant for them to have? Because it is going to do what it's doing right now. And what it has always done throughout the entirety of any channel that has ever been on its own, or over, or affiliated with anybody up on here, is to capitalize. Because it needs 2 pennies to rub together to turn into a nickel. And that's where it is now. Stuff synced it. That's why Stuff pressed live. So decided it's time to go ahead and just do an official episode. And Stuff got to play Fine Stuff Anthem song. Y'all, let Stuff play Stuff Anthem song. Y'all do know that Stuff has an official anthem song. And if so you had to guess, it's already in there. All Stuff got to do is press play. Like it's doing. Oh, and it's going to have to work to try to stay ahead of the algorithm. No, the shadow ban. That the algorithm is smart enough to know that even a picture know what Stuff talking about. Stuff has made that correlation. And if you don't know what that means, you can Google that too. You need Stuff to spell it for you? CORR, and that's all Stuff gonna say. Because Stuff got to play this song. And y'all, it's a song gonna play. When is it gonna play? But Stuff should have had all this together. Y'all Stuff sorry about the different things what Stuff come on here and do. But anyway, it's gonna be a group effort, and they will have to do this forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and a day. Okay, it's gonna be like that. And if they ain't working doing that, they're gonna have to be working trying to attach themselves to somebody else. What's bigger and better and more important than any of them is. And then they're gonna have to all try to take and steal and lie and thieve and rogue. Where they can divide that between one, amongst them all. And really, I don't know. I mean, it seems like to me Stuff just smiles when Stuff, just the thought of it makes Stuff smile. Because that's what Stuff fool around and dump one day. Stuff decided Stuff was gonna do that. And guess what? That's what Stuff done. Stuff mouth open. And for the folks that don't want to know, Stuff gonna tell you anyway. They's got a petition where they's trying to get Stuff taken off. And believe me, Stuff winning, because now they got somebody else sharing what is Stuck them band did up under a shadow over yonder too. They's trying to reel Dace's ugly head, because if Stuck had to guess, they done figured out that Dace is banned too, and it don't matter if they get 100 subscribers, they gonna still be banned. Did up under a shadow, the same way what it is. Cause you notice it don't show how many subs it have no more. Wonder why that is. And then that join button is gone from over there. Stuff has spoke on that. Hadn't nothing been said about that. And believe me, ain't nothing gonna be said about that until it's able to enable that. And then Stuck the one what done that too. You know what stuff does? Kind of like different little things. What stuff feel like stuff feel the need to do sometimes when stuff wake up. Cause stuff wake up happy. Y'all still so happy. Y'all stuff finna play this song, and I don't know. Y'all think stuff should pull the call after stuff play this. You know the anthem song. Cause if stuff had to guess, that what finna play right now. Let's still guess. So anyway, y'all on it go. Here it come. Ooh, y'all. The pussies. Ooh, we y'all.
I mean, I'm not gonna beg.
Yeah. Favorite child. Y'all still sorry. Still forgot to change that CD. I mean, still just is. So anyway, still just gonna have to play. But really, still want to play still anthem song though. Really. So still gonna play. Still gonna put still anthem song. Y'all still sorry. Still so sweet and sorry. The way what stuff is. Stuff didn't mean no harm. The different thing what stuff done around here. Stuck can't see. Stuck got to know stuff like what stuck can see. Is this it? No, that ain't it. You know what? You know what stuff think stuff done with it. Stuff think stuff put it right here. Hit it. Yawn it go. Ooh, y'all yawn it go. Can y'all see stuff? Stuff. I mean, stuff. Cause sometimes stuff wonders about these different things. If you do, if you can, ooh, ain't it a beautiful sight what stuff is? Stuff look better than stuff sound. And stuff tastes better than stuff look. And the pussies is better than everything. Stuff pussy. What belongs to stuff. It's a beautiful thing. And y'all stuff finna play the anthem. And then still gonna go in and pull the call. But no, it's not a good thing. It's in a bad way still. It is not good.
Yeah, listen. Every day someone's on the grind, trying to make good on their life and times. But even though they be working hard, it gets hard to feel appreciated, cause the applause comes so far and few in between, to the point that sometimes it seems like you're the only one who notices what you doing and all the things that you're going through. Cause
may say what's good, but it's understood that they don't really care what's going on in your life. So I think it's about time that someone shouted you out, shine some light on you to the world. Just understand, so I get so bad. All my homies on the block, all the one they gotta do to survive.
Gotta survive.
To all my single parent moms,
Yeah.
breaking it down, put it down to a 3-year-old.
Yeah.
All my people's inside, my educated sisters and brothers.
Yeah, listen. Every day someone's on the grind, trying to make good on their life and times. But even though they be working hard, it gets hard to feel appreciated, cause the applause comes so far and few in between, to the point that sometimes it seems like you're the only one who notices what you doing and all the things that you go through. Cause
May say what's good, but it's understood that they don't really care what's going on in your life. So I it's about time that someone shouted you out,
Yeah.
shine some light on you to the world.
Yeah.
Change some respect, so I feel so glad. All my homies on the block, doing what they gotta do to survive. To all my single parent moms,
Yeah.
breaking it down, put it down to a 3-year-old. All my people's inside, my educated sisters and brothers. I'm so glad, you know this life gets
To my folks in the suits and ties, every day on the 9 to 5. Whether you're desk job, white or blue collar, working a double shift or got your own business like barbershops and beauty salons, or thugs who know how to handle problems. Everybody knows someone who knows how to find the best club, best smoke, best girl. Just don't hold.
until you reach the top. Get your hustle on and outrun.
Yeah.
You'll reap all the benefits.
Yeah.
What you put in, what you get back home. No matter how hard it seems,
It seems.
just keep on doing
Your
your thing.
thing.
If you ever just need someone to
Oh,
recognize